Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin in the United States. Today I'm going to share a fun fold with you using the Nobel Peacock foil sheets and also the Specialty Designer Series paper. I love the colors that are in here. We've got Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, and some Whisper White. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of our Whisper White thick cardstock. This is just a little bit more sturdy for a card base. This layer is 8 1/4 by 4 inches, and I've scored it at 3 inches here. We're just going to burnish that fold good. And then I've got a piece of our Bermuda Bay cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Remember, you can find all the dimensions for these in the written instructions for this exclusive video tutorial. I've got 2 pieces of Whisper White. This is regular, not the thick stuff. Both of these are 2 1/4 by 4 inches. Another piece of Bermuda Bay that is 2 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I've already scored it at 4 1/4. Anytime I'm following directions like this, I like to take and cut up all my pieces of cardstock and then watch the video again to assemble. Just a little tip for you. This is the Nobel Peacock Specialty Designer Series paper. This smaller layer is 3 3/4. No, let me start again. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. The larger piece is 3 3/4 by 5, and then I've got a scrap of the Nobel Peacock foil sheet in the Bermuda Bay color. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of assembly here first. I'm going to grab my liquid glue, and we're going to glue this thick Whisper White layer onto our Bermuda Bay layer. Next, we're going to take the specialty paper and we're going to add that to the inside of our thick card base here. And this smaller piece is going to go right on this front panel. This is really an easy card once you have everything cut out and scored. Okay, so we've got a flap opening like this. We're going to do just a little bit of stamping on one of the white layers. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat. This is just a piercing mat that I cover with printer weight paper to protect it so I don't stamp all over it. I'm going to be using the beautiful intricate Peacock stamp, Bermuda Bay, and Granny Apple Green ink. Now, I decided what I wanted to do is I just wanted some of the tail of the peacock. So I'm just going to ink up that tail, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to stamp that right down here in the corner. And then you are incredible. That's in the Bermuda Bay, and that's going to go right at the top. The one panel that we did not stamp is going to go on the front of our little card layer that is scored. This one is going to go on the inside, the one that we've stamped up here. And now we're ready to put this into our card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this panel, and we're going to simply put this right in the middle of the inside layer here. Now, before the glue sets up, I want to make sure that everything looks good here, and it does, because I want this to be centered on the front of our card. Next, we're going to take that foil sheet and the very intricate peacock that's right here, and I'm going to run this through my Big Shot. I'll be right back. Now once you have this die cut, I like to leave the die on top of my paper. Bring in your die brush to get out all the little bits and pieces. And I've already done that so that you wouldn't have to wait for me to do it. But that's how I like to do it. This is just a paper pumpkin box. And I just tap off all the extras, throw my die brush back in there, close it up, and save it for next time. Now, since this is a really intricate design, the best way that I have found to add these to my card projects is to put a little bit of glue on a plastic plate. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add that glue to the back of my peacock. And quickly before it dries, we're going to just set our peacock right in here. That way I don't have glue oozing out the front of my peacock, especially with this foil paper. You definitely do not want that to be going on. And, whoops, I just stuck my card in the glue. That was a little bit of residue on here. Here is our fun fold. You are incredible, and how pretty is that? Now, if you would like a little bit more space to write here, this back panel, instead of doing just 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, you could actually make this a card so that that part opens, okay, if you would like a bigger space to write on. So you would have a double greeting area, and then this would also open. This is just a front panel fun fold. Easy card to make. Love these designer papers. I hope you have enjoyed this project. I had a lot of fun making it. One of the things I almost forgot are these beautiful Nobel Peacock rhinestones. And I think those will be absolutely beautiful on this card. I just almost forgot to use them. And I think I just want to bring in a few of these. And add them to our card front. How about that? Isn't that pretty? Just bling it up a tiny little bit. Okay, now I feel like my card is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.